Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so today we're playing Hearts of Iron 4. As usual, we're playing France in a small Entente playthrough. Just recently, like within the last week in-game, we completed the destruction of the German Reich, only to have the Soviet Union declare war on our newly liberated ally, the Kingdom of Romania. So what we're doing right now is we're gradually redeploying our entire military over to the border of Romania and the Soviet Union, and the goal is going to be to hold them off for as long as we can. I'm not really sure that we can beat them, and the reason for that is pretty simple. If you look here, I have 139 divisions, but I'd say about 30 to 40 of them belong to allies as expeditionary forces. Now, the Soviet Union has between 270 and 448 divisions. Their low estimate outnumbers me by a factor of about 50%. And unfortunately, the Allies, because they're in a separate alliance, are not at war with the Soviet Union with me, so I am actually fighting this alone. The only saving grace of that is that Poland is liberated and part of the Allies, which means that Poland is not going to join the war and, give the Soviets a backdoor into my, more developed areas. So most of this fight is going to be fought on the territory of my three Entente allies. I'm also keeping track of the situation with the United States. They're gradually drifting towards wanting to join the war on my side, and let's see, we're having difficulty maintaining air superiority, unfortunately. Let's see, they have 595 bombers. Fuck. Let's see. I'm still deploying my fighters, so we'll see if I still have air superiority once my fighters deploy. But for now, actually, I think what I'm going to do down here is kill that front line and set up a defensive line, a fallback line, that is, to get my troops to defend a front like that. I think that's the best strategy here right now, because otherwise I'm going to have some difficulty holding off these numerically superior forces. I am really kind of annoyed at Stalin for getting involved in the war when he did. He is, however, about to go to war with Japan as well, so honestly, I think we're going to wind up with a war where it's where it's the Allies and the Entente versus the Axis, the Entente versus the Comintern, and Comintern versus the Axis, as well as the Chinese United Front versus the Axis, and I'll be very curious to see what happens between the Comintern and them, because, let's see, China does have claims on Xinjiang, even though Xinjiang has joined the Comintern. So we're having a really weird time. I thought I had some Marine divisions here. Or they're building still. I have a ton of infantry building. Let's see, I happen to know offhand that I can transport a fair number of troops. I'm gonna modify this division down, make it a little bit smaller, because with naval invasions, you don't want too much supply going through early, just as a matter of not overburdening your one port that you're likely to take. I'm actually going to try for 2 ports. I'm still trying to determine the location, like where I want to put that. I'm actually kind of thinking of dropping on Königsberg. If I can take Königsberg and then draw up a perimeter here, that'll give me time to recover and then do the planning for an assault east towards Moscow. The other option is to land up here on Leningrad. And a third kind of tertiary fringe option is I could wait for Turkey to join the war, if they join the war. And once that's done, try to launch against Sevastopol, or a little bit deeper at Rostov-on-Don here, and push for Stalingrad. And really, all we need to do is make sure we don't lose the war before we have the opportunity to do that for these divisions. We're having a really bad time with the supply in these areas because there's just a lot. There's a lot of bombing going on. There are a lot of troops trying to use the same supply areas. And I'm not optimistic about this war, but then again, I wasn't optimistic about my chances. Son of a bitch. Alright, I can't allow a breakthrough down here. I'm gonna have to work something out. I really need these other divisions to come out. I've got another 40-some divisions, yeah, 41 divisions building, as well as my colonial brigades, who are now done. Colonial brigades, how many of you do I need to garrison Germany? Honestly, I could combine these with my Italian garrison, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Yeah, there we go. So, don't mind me, I'm just popping down some garrison units. And the reason for this is we absolutely need to get the partisan problem in our conquered territories under control, because otherwise we're going to have some difficulties. Alright, so just to maintain order in that area we need 64 divisions. Jesus. Alright, what if I drop that and that, since I don't really have factory control there? 59? Yeah, we can swing 59. I'm gonna pop a field marshal on that just to... it'd be kind of a waste, actually, so we'll leave it ungarrisoned. And that is my... Axis garrisons, just so I can see it at a glance. This is my Spain garrison. And yeah, we're having a little bit of a time here. Oh man. I really don't want to be losing this war down here, but I don't think I'm gonna have an option. I really fucking wish that the garrisons would organize themselves a little bit better, but they don't seem to want to do it. So I'm gonna go back to the front line. Alright. And we're gonna rename this the Army of the Army of the... Let's see, that's the Dnieper. Let's be honest, we're gonna wind up fighting this war on the Danube. Alright. This is just problematic. This whole war is a problem. And I think my initial offensive goals when I go back on the offensive are just going to be to push them out of Romania. That seems like a reasonable war goal. Looks like I'm holding firm a little bit forward of where I wanted to be, but that's okay. I'm gonna reinforce areas as I have the opportunity, and I think when these divisions are done, I'm gonna put one or two over there, but the rest I'm going to focus towards my eventual plan for a naval invasion. And my next political power expenditure is going to have to be to up my conscription law, even though I really don't want to. How's my air superiority situation going? Alright, I have air superiority over all of the regions under my control that were under attack. So that's good. Now let's go ahead and figure out what we want to do with our submarines. I'm going to break these into 10s, because that's just a more ideal number. Now the reason for that is because your submarine fleets have a detection rating based on the number of ships in the squadron. Basically all fleets do. And I want to be able to operate my submarine fleet without fear of excessive losses. So it pays to have smaller groupings. I'm going to actually rebase my carrier fleet to Mecklenburg, because I'm fairly confident that I can get it to start on a patrol route up there. And I'm just reorganizing my fleets. What is this? Alright, this is it looks like a battle cruiser fleet. Yeah. Enemy has air superiority in the Alpine region. Son of a bitch. Well, let's see. What do we have that we can deploy there? Carrier fighters, I guess. Yeah, it's gonna have to be. We'll just move that carrier fighter fleet around, just to kind of... Alright, you get the fuck off of that place right there. I love these guys, but they have no damn sense. Alright. I wish I had a surplus of planes large enough to garrison some of these places, but I don't. Alright, let's see the impact this has on our manpower. It's gonna be kind of gruesome. I want to send one division to go join over there. Mainly for reasons of aesthetics. This division is going to go camp out on Dunkirk and start training. I'm going to get my convoy raiders going. And the idea is just going to be a long war of attrition against the Soviet Union, which I'll probably lose, but, you know, show me a better option and I'll take it, but I can't think of one right now. This one is going to be operating up there to choke off the White Sea, the Barents Sea, and basically kill anything coming from Murmansk, Petsamo, and Archangel. And I'm desperately hoping the United States gets involved here. Once they're done researching fascist menace, they get a puppet focus against Germany, and that's usually enough to make them declare war on the Axis, whereupon they might be able to join my faction. I hope they don't just go to war with Japan, but honestly I'll take it because it'll allow me to do a peace conference and not have to garrison all of this stuff. And at that point I can... God damn, I keep forgetting that. I can do air doctrines, but I think our best bet is going to be to update our infantry equipment. Air production is nice, but let's do army reform to get rid of that stupid penalty. Fucking hell. Alright, so we have air superiority everywhere that we needed it. So, let's take these guys and move them over here. Just gonna pop them up over there. Because we have no air superiority over the Balkans whatsoever, and we've got, looks like, pretty significant chunk of the enemy fighter fleet is just kind of wailing on us over there. Alright, so yeah, unfortunately this is gonna bog down, and there's not much that can be done about that. We're training up an invasion force. It'll either, depending on how this all goes, I'm either going to throw it at the Baltic coast or up here somewhere. Up here somewhere might be good, just to take it down the coast, set up a defensive line along the Karelia, or yeah, the Karelian Peninsula here, or Isthmus rather. And I mean, I can threaten Leningrad here and start diverting forces north, but it might be better to just send the troops down to the main front. My worry down here is basically a matter of supply. Yeah, we're very close to our maximum supply threshold there. And the more bombing they do, the worse that situation's gonna get. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, we'll start on that because we have a lot of research slots. We can afford to do a couple things in kind of weird ways. I wish I didn't. I don't want to see. There we go. Oh, come on. Alright, there we go. Let's do a localized counterattack here. Shit. Well, that didn't work. Our supply ran out in a hurry. Damn. Not the most advantageous situation. They have 9 divisions, they have 11. Yeah, all of my allies combined are only contributing about a quarter of the forces on our front line. I desperately need this unit to not be standing there, but the AI keeps putting it there. That's really unhelpful. I mean, my partisan problem is still going strong, so that's good, I guess. Other allies are gradually mopping up the Italians. I can't remember what I did with that Marine force that I was going to use. I think I probably converted to infantry and put it on the front line. Let's give these guys a field marshal just to get that out the way. And these guys are ready to deploy, so now we're just gonna have to sit. Although some tank divisions would hold us in pretty good. Looks like we could go for 6 more. I'm gonna do 4, just to not press my, or not push my luck too much. Yeah. I think How is my research on tanks going? Looks like I've got some pretty good work on that. I'm actually going to build a new variant of fighter here, because I have max air experience. I don't really need range, I'm not going for fighter escort duty. Weapons are going to be our thing. Let's see, that looks good. Plus 10 air power, plenty of agility bonuses. And there we go. We're going to switch all of our production in our fighter lines over to that. And I honestly wish that I could build more. I need more factories, but all of my stuff's basically tied up on other work. Army reform's done. Colonial industry might be worthwhile, but I doubt it. Let's look at this for a second. The United States stands against fascism. That'll be... Oop. Hold up. Oh, don't crash. Come on. Oh, yay, it didn't crash. Free forts wouldn't do me too much wrong, but nothing up here is really that appealing, so I'm gonna go back down and boost my air production. I'm gonna invite the United States to my faction. Oh, you ready for this? We're about to get a real ally. Yes! Alright. Join my war. Nice. Alright, so on the 30th of April 1942, the United States of America joined the French Entente alliance and declared war on the Soviet Union and Japan, who are not allies. This is a weird war. Alright, well, cool. More divisions. Yeah, yes, the mighty Philippines are our allies now. We cannot fail. Oh, whatever. You search and destroy. You know, we may only have one aircraft carrier, but the Soviets have none, so, you know, ha, got 'em. What are you doing? Train. Yeah, we're just training up our invasion force now. I'm actually gonna launch it from over here because it's just closer, easier, more likely to succeed. You know, all those reasons that you would want to select something for. Let's go ahead and ahead of time research that because it's got a research bonus and we need it. It looks like the Chinese are pretty decisively defeating Japan now. Yep. No you don't. Let's see, the details. We've shot down 25 fighters, 86 bombers, but we're suffering significant losses of our own fighters. Yeah, we're gonna have to adjust our production lines here eventually. Can't build more factories because everything is tied up doing replacement work. The United States has called Czechoslovakia into the war, or sorry, the Philippines into the war to defend Czechoslovakia. That's fine, I guess. Not really sure what we expect them to do. We're gonna tone down our production on these and start more lines of our advanced fighter variant. Just fighters, brigades. And we're gonna need more oil for that, and we got just the people in mind. Divisions aren't in position. Large river crossing. Divisions still preparing. Eh. Low supply. Shit. The supply situation is going to kill us before anything else does. Trying to maintain an entire national military on Romanian soil. Like, let's see the path that my supplies have to take. Yeah, it's all mountains. It crosses the Rhine and then goes through Austria, Hungary, and to Romania. And that's what's killing me. I need better supply throughput, but there's nothing for that in this particular iteration of the game. Nope. 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 God damn it. Come on, click. There we go. Canceling those attacks. Let's learn how to do anti-tank so our thing will stop yelling at us about not doing enough anti-tank. What are you repairing? Oh, our carrier got damaged. Whatever. That's what we get for talking shit about having a carrier. Immediately gets blown up. How many men do you need? 57 divisions just to garrison Italy and Germany. Great. How are the casualty rates going? 300,000 to 76,000. I'll take it. I mean, they can withstand those losses, but at least I'm not losing more men than... Launch a counterattack here, maybe take some ground. like the looks of this so far. That is a large concentration of enemy troops. I am interested in capturing it. Alright, keep him pinned, come on. We just gotta get around him, keep him pinned. No, fuck you, keep him pinned. The only way we're going to win this war is to keep taking out chunks of their divisions. And I'm sorry, my computer fan is going nuts. Not sure why. It's not like it's doing... Oh, come on. Push, 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 push. Why are my light tank divisions so slow today? No, damn it, come on. No, pen them. Pen them. Yes. That. Precisely like that. And come on. We're only gonna get, I think, maybe 19 divisions, but that's better than nothing at this point. That's a tactical victory for me, or a strategic victory for me. Alright, now reduce the pocket. Fucking defend the front. So yeah, we just managed to reduce a pocket of about 20 divisions, so that's good news for us. Soviet casualties are mounting in the hundreds of thousands now. And that's that pocket. Son of a bitch. They got away. Encirclement 2 of Electric Boogaloo. As long as we can achieve our offensive goals, we'll be fine. Push. Trained enough. And yeah, I'm gonna go with a more conservative target of Königsberg. Give him a general. 70 days preparing, and after that I'll have to throw those 40 divisions at that line. How are my tank divisions? They're done, ready to deploy, so I'm going to do so. I'm going to assign them, give them a general, get them preparing, and then station them ready to train. God damn. Yeah, that strategic withdrawal to the mountain ridge was definitely a good idea earlier, because now I am rolling up their flank here, and I should be able to meet my offensive's goals and be safe behind this river. And yeah, it's just good practice to do it that way, because I don't want to be overly exposed at the end of my attack. I don't have the intel to know what I'm attacking here, so I'm not going to bother trying. What I'll do instead is take that there. Nope. Not going to win that fight. Alright, guns. We are good to go on guns. Let's see, I have a coup brewing on... Nope, I just have ideology shifting. Democratic Revolutionaries, they'll flip on at 70. More research to do. Let's start doing anti-tank weapons on our infantry. Let's get these guys over there. Alright, let's go ahead and set to moderate aggressiveness so we don't try to exceed our offensive goals. I don't need to exceed my goals, I just need to meet them, you know? Alright, oh shit, here comes their counterattack. Yeah, they're gonna put me back across the river, but that's fine. Let's halt our offensive operations, go on the defense. We got American divisions arriving on the front line now, which is just gonna completely wreck our supplies, but you know, whatever. It's better than me having to do the entire thing. Their manpower is gonna be more invaluable than anything. Yeah, alright, so we're definitely winning on the defense. Got local superiority in a couple of places, which is good. Let's do another counterattack. I want that river. And I just can't hold that river for some reason. Come on, damn it. Yep. Go I have all these forces down here that aren't participating in anything? Alright, they are... Oh, they don't want to move because if they move it'll mess up the supply situation. I get it. Alright, I need to... I'm gonna pull my expeditionary forces off the line and use them up north instead. So, god damn it. Alright, there has to be an easier way to do this. Alright. That might work. Alright, so you. You. Yeah, oh my god. So many expeditionary forces. That looks to be all of them. Gonna put them in a separate army, and we're just going to mass recall them from the line so they get out of my goddamn way. Why the fuck are you attacking? Oh. Americans. Want to send them north. I'm going to take my light tank division here, send it north. And hopefully that will alleviate my supply woes down here, and I can actually get my whole army on the battlefront. You are part of that now. You guys. I'm going to deploy up here. Alright. Yeah, none of this is helping, so I'm just going to open up a second front. And I just want to defend. I just want to get a good defensible position and then hold tight. But it's proving harder to do than I expected. And yeah, so in light of that, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. We've got the Soviet Union declaring war on most of the world. The United States has joined the war on the side of the French Entente, which places them at war with both Japan and the Soviet Union. The major conflict in the war is currently the fight over northeastern Romania. Vastly numerically inferior French forces have managed to halt the Soviet advance long enough for significant American forces to enter the war and proceed to the battlefront. However, unfortunately, because the entire armed forces of the entire goddamn universe are stationed along that border, the supply situation has hit the point of uselessness. So, yeah. Well, let's see. I think next episode I'm going to go ahead and try to get these invasion forces going. Maybe... Yeah, we're definitely going to hit Königsberg first, because it gives us a 4 or 5 province deep front that we can form from Memel down to the border with Poland. If Poland gets involved in the war at this point, I would actually welcome that, because it would allow the combined forces of the Entente and the Allies to focus on taking out the Soviets, and at that point the Soviets should fold. Right now, I'm hoping that the Americans will open up a second front in Vladivostok, but honestly they're more likely to start island hopping up into Japan and knock Japan out of the war, but that will suit me, because with Japan out of the war, I'll be able to start converting these garrison divisions over to infantry, because at that point I won't have to worry about partisans. However, I do risk winding up at war with the Allies if I take too much territory. So I might make Germany into a puppet and take a little bit of land from Italy. I'm thinking of taking the Piedmont and Sardinia. Probably take a bunch of colonies as well. But, you know, we'll see. Thank you for watching. If you liked this, please like and subscribe. Maybe leave a comment, maybe get into an argument in the comments, you know, anything to drive up them ratings. And thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.